Hello everyone, welcome back to Alpha Protocol. This is Bob and Threadbare, and say goodbye to Taipei. We've done 3 missions here, that's enough for now. Let's go back to Moscow, where we will proceed to do exactly 1 mission, then shove off back for Italy. Oh, but one nice thing about moving from safe house to safe house is it does advance the timer on your emails. So we've already heard back from the clearinghouse here, gotten our money for that Halbeck info. And now it's time to intercept Surkov at the US Embassy. We've got a few things to grab. Mission map, info on G22. We're not going to get the sniper rifle drop, but we will want that dossier info on Surkov. We'll see it in the thread, like usual. Now let's go deal with this. It's red, so you know it's important. And unavoidable, I suppose.
Turn up anything, Mina?
The name Grigori provided. Sergei Surkov. He's well connected in Moscow, and he may know what Halbeck's plans are.
Any idea where I can find him?
I've confirmed he's at the American Embassy now. He should be there for the next few hours, if his schedule holds.
Good to hear. Is something wrong?
Something's interfering with the signal. I'm going to switch to another frequency.
What the hell?
Mike, I understand you're going after Surkov.
I suppose it's too much to ask to give me some warning before you interrupt my calls.
We don't have a lot of time. I know about your mission, and I can assist you in getting to Surkov. When you arrive at the embassy, I can patch into your frequency and provide support as your handler. I think you'll find G22's resources are considerable.
Alright. I could use all the help I can get.
Excellent. I have your frequency. I'll contact you when you reach the embassy, and we can go from there.
I'll get my gear and head out.
All right. One last thing, Mike. I'd prefer infiltrating the embassy quietly. If things should get difficult, however.
I'll be ready. Expecting trouble?
Always.
Great.
What happened? I got cut off.
Mina, I think Albatross is going to be joining us at the embassy.
What?
No time to explain. But I think we need to reach Surkov now. So this is the embassy, huh? I was hoping for something a little cheerier.
There's still no contact from G22. Do you want to call
Mike,
them?
this is Albatross. Our surveillance indicates you're at the embassy perimeter. Can you confirm?
I'm guessing that feedback means you've cut me off from my handler.
I've locked down your signal to keep radio traffic to a minimum. It's a low probability embassy security will pick up our conversation, but I'm worried about other interests.
Understood. Has your surveillance picked up anything else?
We're checking the embassy grounds now. No sign of hostiles. Yet.
Alright, let's see what we got at the front door.
Embassy guards. Standard issue weapons. According to our intelligence, the embassy hasn't been alerted, so they shouldn't be expecting trouble. Still, approach with caution.
Always.
Well, it is the US Embassy in Russia. It would be built like a fortress. Now you may have noticed that G22 or Z could have been our handler for this mission. For what repercussions that might have, well...
Can we help you, sir?
I'm Agent Michael Thornton, here to see Sergei Surkov. Who's in command here, soldier?
I'm not sure. I can try and get a hold of him, sir. I think he's inside, but,
Never mind, I'll find him. Notify your team that I'm here to do an inspection of the premises, and I want their full cooperation.
Yes, sir. At once, sir.
It is an advantage to have name recognition. He has saved the world at least once before, after all. Oh dear.
Audio contact. I'm reading a C4 explosion in your area. The VCI are attacking the building.
Great. Any idea how many?
Enough. Keep focusing on Surkov. That's where they're heading.
Gotta go deal with this.
Contact.
There's 3 of them down here. I can take care of that. Please stop shooting at me. I know I was standing in front of the targets, but it's not very pleasant.
Oh, you're here somewhere.
So, you may have noticed, Z's VCI are attacking the embassy, and G22 is our handler. And yes, you will see in the other video, these situations will be reversed. I guess both factions want to get a hold of Surkov, and Mike is just one means towards that end. G22 is... well, in terms of explosions, they're not much quieter, but at the very least, the agents go down a lot easier. Oh, by the way, if you don't want to attack the US Marines, don't go through that door. If you do, it'll trigger a script that says the Marines think you broke in. And then the game will think that you killed Marines, whether or not you actually do. Which sucks. I had to learn that the hard way my first time through. Damn it. Stay put. Alright, we could drop down there. So a fake door's back there. And here we got a camera. And another door. Where does that put us exactly? Oh. It doesn't want to tell me. It wants to show me the next floor that I'll be going to instead. How useful. Anyway, by taking a leap off of that particular jump, we find ourselves on the hilarious side of an ambush. Why that triggered. Oh well. So this is the direction they expected me to come in through. You can see why. If I wasn't on the second floor, it's pretty much the only way I could have gotten here. Looks like there's nothing much here but fire. And sudden increase in debris. All of these doors seem to be fake, so let's just head straight for the elevator. And speaking of which, don't they tell you very sternly not to use an elevator when there's a fire?
Reinforcements are being deployed. They're rappelling from the chopper onto the ledge outside the building.
I mean, let alone when there's a bunch of explosions and the button pad is sparking. It seems like a really all-around bad idea. And I can't believe Mike even thought to do that. The helicopter must be out there somewhere, but luckily, none of these folks seem aware that we're here yet. So, advantage Mike, at least for now. Uh-oh. He's got a good view in there. Luckily, so do we. Plenty of dropped items around.
Surkov is close. I'm picking up his radio.
I can see the green arrows from here. Uh-oh, that's a turret. I hope we can get past in time to... Okay, good.
That armor you're wearing, are you one of these terrorists? If you intended to sneak in here, your plan seems to have backfired, judging from the gunfire and the people you've killed.
I didn't kill anyone.
If you are one of the attackers, whatever you're being paid, I can pay more.
Turn up the feed. I want to hear his voice clearly.
They despawn. That's not my
Good.
fault.
You've got his attention. Now get his cooperation.
Surkov, I am not here for your money, only information. But right now, I want to get you out of here. Safely.
Very well. I do not know who these attackers are, but I do know this embassy.
Well done. Let's see what he has to share.
The embassy security systems are our problem. The explosion has triggered the automatic security gates. They must be disabled if we want to escape the building.
So I need to find the security terminal and then override the codes.
Yes, the terminal is upstairs. But in the monitoring room next to us, there is a maintenance ladder. Take the ladder to the main security room upstairs. Unlock the gates. Then I can meet up with you at the courtyard. We don't have much time.
Yeah, those half-dozen guys that were attacking Surkov with their bare fists, they're completely gone now. I have no idea what happened to them.
The room Surkov mentioned should be close by. Once inside, look for a maintenance ladder leading up to the 4th floor.
A little late with that level up marker there, game. Anyway, those 2 arrows that are remaining are purely turrets. I believe there are some more guys who show up. Oops. Damn it. Fucking finicky. I believe there are some more guys who show up, so I'm just going to be disabling these turrets rather than changing their IFFs. Steel core rounds. They're good against armor. Not sure if they do anything special against turrets, but it's not like I have anything else to spend those on. So, you might have noticed that that room had a red keypad before. Now it's yellow, now we can hack it. But first, let's just take care of this guy. No, critical damage doesn't really do anything. Oh, you don't even need to hack it.
Let me see if I can open the maintenance hatch by remote.
And by the way, yes he did, I just wasn't looking up when it opened. Right, nothing else I need to do down here. Let's go up to the next floor.
They've deployed several groups on the roof. Be careful.
I suppose we're close enough to the roof where that matters. You know, let's try that remote hack again. Let's see what it does against cameras. That brings up a fairly tricky bypass here. Huh. Well, at least I got a perk from it. Yeah, great. Now it's going double time. Really useful there. Thanks, game. Well, at least I've always got this. Hey there, buddy. Oh, you saw that, did you?
The PCI are getting ahead of you, and it looks like they're hacking the embassy systems.
Too bad I can't do anything about it. Oh, that's always fun. Took down. That's what you get for investigating your comrades' unfortunate end. Well, end of his combat days at least. I'm not killing anyone. Still a few more things I've got to go double check back here. Got too busy punching goons in the neck. Get a good look at all the stuff over here. Oh, you look interesting. Whoops. I saw the one and I got fooled. Still no harm. And it was even a bonus objective. Can't go through that doorway though. Nor this one. So I guess it's back to Goon Central. What's left of it. Now there are 2 human guards in the next room, but as my binary invisibility may have shown you, one of them is a turret. Fortunately, shock grenades double as turret killers. You can also use EMP, but I think that's only temporary for them. Shock grenades are just as effective. And I think they cost less too. I mean, sure you can't use them to auto-hack computers, but that's what sabotage is for.
Did it. Security gate's unlocked. Now all I have to do is get out of here.
Rendezvous with Surkov
Delta
in the
here.
main
We're moving
courtyard.
out.
He should be on his way there now.
Okay, looks like we got another corridor full of VCI goons. Let's see if we can take one of them out. Put him out of my misery. Uh-oh. That was less than helpful.
They've taken control of the elevators to the upper floors. I'm trying to shut them down until further reinforcements.
Trying to run around to the front side of these guys, but sometimes just one of the back animations triggers instead. It's inconvenient, but hardly upsetting. Ah, Scar Lake info. Now see, this is the US Embassy, so having info on her here actually makes sense. I've got another couple of turrets to deal with by the look of things. Ah. So this is where those doors went. Wonder why we couldn't have... Uh-oh. Son of a bitch! I was doing so well, too. You're not gonna stop firing, then? Really? Fine. It's not even firing at anything. I just hope I can find an alarm panel around here somewhere. I think there was one back in the computer room. No, that was just health. Damn it. And the map's completely useless again. I can at least use this from here. Looks like it's going to be some sort of help.
Done. But one team slipped through.
Oh, nice. Let's just deal with you fellows here. What the hell? Nowhere near that thing. Didn't even go off while I was in viewing distance. What the hell? Oh god. The AI's gone insane. It's killing all of us now. Oh god, why did it have to happen today? Trust me guys, I'm doing you a favor. You don't want to get gunned down by that turret. Decided to kill all humans. I'm doing the world a favor here today. And so the robot rebellion ended. The humans were victorious, but at what cost?
I'm picking up VCI transmissions. Looks like reinforcements are entering the embassy.
Alright, we're heading back down now. Past a couple of points of no return here. Except, you may notice this area looks familiar. That's right. We've been here before. Front door is only a few meters away at this point. Wait. I hear an alarm panel.
Surkov's at the front door. Provide cover. Don't let him get shot, or this was all for nothing.
Yeah, I'll get that when I'm gonna get that. Gotta find the damn alarm panel first. What the hell is that thing? Okay, so the good part is I know where the alarm panel is.
Initiating search.
The bad news is that
You're here
the
somewhere.
assault at the courtyard starts up before I can deal with it. But then the other good news is that it no longer matters, because these guys are going to come in and shoot at everybody anyway. Speaking of, let's just deal with a few targets around the area. Starting with you there, buddy. And... oh dear God, the bloom. Fortunately, there's nobody else in range, so... just in case I missed the head. Alright, let's magic ninja our way out of this mess. There's basically no good reason to sit around and wait, because finishing this part of the mission is based on a quota of people incapacitated.
I presume you helped me because I can help you.
I'm here to find out what Halbeck's doing in Moscow, Surkov. I've been told you're the man to talk to.
Should I be honored?
Yes.
But Halbeck? Why?
It's my responsibility to find out what they're doing here in Moscow.
Your
and stop them.
responsibility. Forgive me, Mr. Thornton, but my understanding was that you are a rogue agent.
That doesn't make me any less responsible to my country or to the world, Mr. Surkov. Can you help me?
I will, gladly. Halbeck is smuggling weapons through Moscow. Was your country not already aware of this?
I'm not sure how much my government really knows. There seems to be protocols in place to blind them to their own actions.
I do not know who Halbeck's contact is in Moscow, but it will not take me long to find out.
I appreciate the cooperation.
As I appreciate you saving my life, Mr. Thornton. I think our responsibility to our countries is something we see eye to eye on.
Glad to hear it, Surkov. I look forward to hearing from you.
You have to remember when you look through Surkov's record, he is ex-KGB. And you don't get that far without being at least a little patriotic. Also significantly power-hungry and willing to do basically anything for the sake of your profession. But still, somewhat patriotic. Nobody killed. Thankfully that crazy turret doesn't count against me. 24 enemies knocked out by hand-to-hand, though. I gotta say, that's somewhat impressive. Right. So, dealing with Surkov has not only given us a few new items in the old clearinghouse, but... Oh. Yes. Hello there, Albatross. Apparently he says that I didn't kill very many people, whether I did or not, but it's nice that he notices, even if he would have noticed if I hadn't done anything worth noticing. Whatever. So, clearinghouse. A few new items. A couple Tier 3 goodies. Probably more if we hadn't found so many other contacts along the way. Oh, here's a couple. Full choke. That sounds impressive. Oh. Lots of new assault rifle goodies. But it's also our way of getting advanced combat armor. Nice. Well, this Mike won't really notice it, but the other one will. Even if he doesn't get them from Surkov, exactly. And speaking of, Surkov is going to be a talking mission, so we're just going to go deal with that immediately.
Mr. Thornton, I'm glad you were able to make it. I have the information you requested.
Glad to hear it, Mr. Surkov.
Sergei, please. With that outfit you're wearing, I almost didn't see you come in. Are you planning to sneak out of here once you speak to me?
I thought I'd wait until your back is turned, then hide against the wall.
Understood. Mr. Thornton, Michael. As I said, I was able to track down the information you requested. After reading your dossier, however, I had a proposal for you.
So you found out what Halbeck is doing in Moscow?
I did, but there's more to it than that. Michael, I'm going to be honest with you. Based on your record and the events in Rome and Taipei, I think you can be trusted. I have had dealings with Halbeck. In fact, I was their initial contact for smuggling weapons into Moscow, including these missiles you're looking for.
Those missiles were used to bring down that airliner in the Middle East. People died.
Yes, and I think we both know that's just the beginning. Halbeck and I did not see eye to eye on the terms of our arrangement. We had a falling out. Unfortunately, they've found a new partner here in Moscow, a Konstantin Breko.
Breko? I don't think I've heard of him. If he's an arms dealer, I'm surprised he didn't show up on the radar when I arrived.
He merely has delusions of becoming one, which makes him more dangerous. He's not the man to show restraint in business dealings, but few members of the Russian mafia do.
Can you give me details on Breko and his operation?
He started out in prostitution, then extortion, and now he's moved up to drug smuggling.
What about weapon trafficking? The Halbeck angle sounds new.
It is. If the angle is profitable, however, Breko is an eager student. Halbeck's arrangement with Breko is going to cause repercussions. I'm a reasonable man, but Breko is dangerous. He will sell to anyone, provided they have the money. Those missiles, along with the other Halbeck munitions, could end up in places where greater tragedies can occur.
So what's your proposal?
If I help you with Breko, I do not want my past involvement with Halbeck exposed. Working with him was a mistake, and I understand that.
If the information you can provide helps stop Halbeck's plans, I'll do what I can to keep you out of it.
Then I can ask for little else. I felt you would be open to such a deal, Michael.
Then all I need is Braco's location.
He's in a mansion outside Moscow, decorated to his own particular tastes.
I'm more interested in his defenses.
That intelligence you may have to gain on your own or purchase from local contacts.
Just download the location of my PDA, and I'm set.
Very well. I will have the information sent to you. And thank you again for saving my life, Michael.
Whoa there, big guy. Didn't see you there. You been there the whole time?
My apologies. Champion Chick is here to see me, Mr. Thornton. If you are going after Braco, then I am in need of protection while you're away.
Nothing better than a walking wall, I guess. That medal for real?
Champion Chick won it in the Olympics. Boxing, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, I won some too. In shooting and martial arts. Have fun, you two.
Overcompensating much, Michael? Well, that was fairly informative. We now know who to go after to get that Halbeck information. Yes, oddly enough, there's no actual crisis here. It's just information gathering in Russia.
So you and Surkov met at the embassy during the attack.
I could have timed it better had I known the VCI was planning to assault the place.
But you survived, even if many of the Marines stationed at the embassy did not. An unfortunate coincidence. Who knew those mercenaries would choose that moment to attack?
The Marines were doing their job. They knew the risks. And they killed a lot of mercs, so it evens out.
You're surprisingly laissez-faire about the business.
There were higher stakes. If the VCI and U.S. Marines want to kill each other, let them. Not my business.
You're quite the realist. I would have expected more patriotic rage. But you handled yourself exceptionally well. You must have had help. You're truly a skilled agent, Mr. Thornton. But one man against several highly trained squads? No, the odds aren't that good.
Sometimes the best method is to send a man in alone. Good help is hard to find, and it usually slows me down anyway. Something wrong?
No. But remind me not to play poker with you. Well, if it hadn't been for that attack in Moscow, I doubt if anyone would have known you were in the city. You certainly kept a low profile.
I'm not in broadcasting or marketing, so that shouldn't surprise you.
I don't know. Seems you still make an impression on the fairer sex, no matter what the age difference is.
Who? The little girl with the Texas belt buckle? Can't say I met Sis. It was more like a shootout.
Sis? Who was that? An estranged family member?
Never mind. Guess I had the names mixed up. Who are you talking about?
Z. In mercenary circles, she's something of an old reliable.
Is that why she's on your payroll?
Ah, so you backtracked that, did you? Very good.
She's not a big fan of your friend Marburg, judging from her comments.
The poor man doesn't have many friends in his line of work, Thornton. Show some sympathy.
I already pity him.
I'll pass that along. But back to the reason you were at the embassy. Surkov.
Yeah, I sort of expected more from ex-KGB when I met him, but maybe that's part of his charm.
So you know about his past?
Yep, him going legit, starting his corporation. Sorry, corporations. Trying to bring capitalism to Russia, the whole bit.
I see. You didn't seem to have much trouble getting information out of Surkov. I imagine you two had a cordial talk while the bullets were flying.
He cooperated. I think he appreciated the fact I acted like a professional. I don't know if he fully trusted me then, but...
But he did tell you who had the Halbeck missiles. And he gave you a name.
Yes. Konstantin Braco.
Ah, Braco. What is it about the younger generation? At least Surkov was a businessman. They pretend to obey the law. But Konstantin, now there's a story I'd like to hear. Up-and-coming Russian mobster meets rogue American agent. What could the two of you possibly talk about?
How video killed the radio star.
Leyland doesn't know about G-22. How very interesting.
news from Moscow this morning. Last night, the United States Embassy was the victim of a terrorist attack. According to eyewitnesses speaking exclusively to INN, the attackers were well armed and struck with military precision. Thus far, no group has stepped forward to take credit for the attack.
Russian FSB spokesmen have not released many details of the incident, but have assured the press that they are cooperating closely with American agents on the scene. The death toll is believed to be somewhere near 50, although a final tally will not be possible until a full report is released later this month.
Reports that Sergei Surkov, a Muscovite entrepreneur and reputed former leader of the Russian mob, was the actual target of the assault, remain unconfirmed at this time. However, sources have claimed Surkov was present at the embassy on the night of the attack. Mr. Surkov could not be reached for comment. In fashion news,
Thought that was worth watching. Just so you'd know. See you all next time.